Shout out to Gina, always holding it down, making sure I don't ever fuck up again. Appreciate you. But I could have used Gina's help.
When? That one time?
Real recently.
Okay.
Yeah, I really could have used Gina's help. She would have been invaluable to me. And I think we'll get into a podcast. I'll tell that story. You guys ready for this?
Yes.
All right, let's kick this off in 3, 2, 1, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Shedtime. What is Shedtime, you ask? Well, it's code for the consumption of cannabis, but it's much more than that. Shedtime's a state of mind. It's art, it's music, it's cryptocurrency, technology, it's food, it's vaping. It can be whatever you want it to be, as long as you're not letting the bastards get you down, not being a dick, and making it fun. When you're in the shed, it's whatever your mind allows you to create. So now let's get to the Shedtime Podcast.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Shedtime Podcast. And so as I was saying at the beginning of the episode here, I really could have used Gina's help. So here's what happened. Your boy had the illest stoner moment ever in regard to the podcast. You see, I keep notes on the episodes in order to keep track of things because we always have a couple, in the archives. That way, if anything ever comes up, we could still produce an episode that week.
Because we're professionals.
Right.
I.e. Sean's definitely a professional.
Try to stay on top of these things. Well, you're giving me too much credit here, Chris, because
you're about to drop a bomb on us.
This all works great if your boy remembers to actually take notes.
Good call. It's kind of key.
Typically, I mark in my notes the date, and that way I can, fill in all the blanks, blah, 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 take notes about what was talked about so I can create our description. I totally forgot to make any notes at all on one of our episodes a few weeks back now, which set off this chain of events where the description of the episode did not line up with the content of said episode, to the point that I just caught this this week, this weekend.
So have the descriptions for all the past episodes of past weeks been about the episode that's coming out after?
Yes, I've had to go back through and fix it.
Sean, you know what I'm hearing about this?
Honestly,
this is what I'm hearing. Sorry, listeners, but you just got. That was the longest troll, and Sean's just coming out telling you that he's trolling you guys for weeks, which sucks. So you're gonna have to get him back somehow.
The really crazy thing is that now there's gonna be this weird gaslighting situation that's happened to the listeners because now that I fixed it, and mind you, again, at this point, the listeners are hearing this a couple weeks after the fix has happened. So all of a sudden, an episode that they've already listened to has changed the title, and another one has changed title. And an episode that they swore they just listened to last week is the brand new episode.
All right.
So they're going to almost get this.
They're going to find this all out after they've already been.
Yeah, they're going to be experiencing this weird gaslight situation, and it's all because I'm a pothead. And the thing is if you were a patron, you'd already know about this, and you're already laughing about this as you hear the story because I've already detailed the whole thing on Patreon.
That was going to be my question too. Did you find out, or did a patron or someone reach out and be like, "Yo, these things aren't matching up"?
And that's the thing, right? Is that I was kind of surprised because it's been about
a month,
3 weeks that I've had this messed up. Let me see. I can tell you for sure right now.
Dude, I remember a while back we got really fucking ripped, all of us. It could have been that day. We got ripped.
We are 3 episodes off. So I had to go back 3 episodes and start shifting everything. So I think that's exactly what it was, is that we got so blasted during that episode that I just got carried away, never took any notes, and carried on. And what makes it even funnier is that for the people here who are viewers of our show, The Green Room, over on the Frame Shake and Vapor channel, Friday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, I've been telling you what's new in the shed and also been a week ahead the whole time. So our most recent episode, dude, what I told them is completely wrong. That is not what is coming out in the next episode.
Dude, honestly, like, I love it. It honestly seems like a troll, though. It definitely seems like a troll. Like you did it on purpose. So I don't think that people are going to get upset. I think they're just going to be laughing.
Oh, my God. I mean, at the end of the day, hi, I'm Sean. I'm a pothead. And this is the Shedtime Podcast. And we get really stoned while we do these things. So I have successfully made the first note of this episode, Sean's Stoner Moment. So that way I can be 100% certain when I get here that this is the correct episode. Oh, my God. And it's funny because I only just noticed it as I was editing when the episode I was editing to release. And I was like, I'm talking about everything I swore I was in the last week's episode. Uh-oh. And then I start like going back and looking through everything, and I'm like, oh shit, I made a big mistake. Yeah. So lesson learned. Gonna probably institute a new process pretty soon to extra prevent this. But yeah, that was Shot's Stoner Moment, and I'm proud to share that because I laughed my ass off once I figured it out.
Well, the one thing that I'll say, right, is number one, it's funny. Like I know that you're probably not like hyped about it, but like it's pretty funny.
Oh no, it's hysterical. Like, yeah,
I mean, it got caught pretty quick in the grand scheme of things. Like, dude,
yeah, if I made it this whole season being off,
dude, yeah, it's like, imagine it's like middle of September and like Sean still hasn't figured this out, that he's like spilling out a week ahead, like titles are all right. No, I would not believe that, but yeah, I'm glad you caught it, man.
That was
and I think that it goes down to that, dude. I remember like we were all just really baked that day. Like I think that I came in and I was like, yo, I'm gonna get super baked. James was like, hell fucking yeah. And then you probably were like, of course. What else?
Could have been that one of those days where like you fucking did copious amounts of fucking edibles or some shit like you do. Or that one day you just went ham on the seltzers.
So what I do know is that there's an episode we called Let's Jam. And that is where the whole confusion started, because the episode that got titled Let's Jam actually turned out to be this missing episode, so to speak. So basically now, if you go back into our archives on Buzzsprout or any of your podcasting platforms, there's an episode that's been now titled Whoops. There it is.
That's hilarious,
dude. Even if it just got us that title, dude. Like that,
no, honestly, I love that this happened, because that is fucking hilarious. Because that just means for people that actually have listened to, you know, the podcast up to this point or whatever, they're gonna notice that, and it's gonna be an inside joke for the fucking true listeners to the podcast. And I fucking love that, bro.
I mean,
like.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, dude.
That's up there with how the Grim Green episode is the Grim Green episode type 2.
Yeah, because the first one's
you know,
in the ether somewhere.
For those who don't know, really this was before we had the help of Gina. I thought I hit record and didn't. And we did a whole goddamn podcast without ever having it recorded.
Yep.
I will say this, by the end of that one, I was fucking ripped.
Dude.
Yeah.
Obliterated.
Because we had to do 2. And I was like, well, I'm not going to get high during the second one just because we did one already. So I doubled up, and let's just say the rest of my day was spent napping. Pretty much.
I was like those couple of episodes we did with Poon Sauce McNasty, because once again, a little behind the scenes for our listeners.
Oh yeah, those are twofers.
We would do those, though we would split them in half and do them as separate episodes for you guys. You'd hear them released that way. We would do them back to back simultaneously as like one whole episode and cut them. So yeah, we were pounding beers. I mean, in James's case, at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, dude. On a
bars
Sunday.
are open then, man.
On a
Bars?
Sunday, though, bro. On the Lord's Day.
Well, I mean, hey,
you ain't doing that. But
listen, if you're
here.
Catholic, you've already slapped the communion wine by then.
No, I just think it's funny, dude. I totally forget because we've obviously have made some adjustments to recording times and such just to make it a little bit, make more sense for me. You know what I mean? So I'm not just getting fucking ripped first thing in the morning it's not first thing in the morning, but like very early in the
pre-noon.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep it 100, right? Like
I sleep in on Sunday because I wake up early during the week, so I stay up late on Saturday and sleep in on Sunday. You know what I mean?
Like,
so
I think
I'm rolling out of bed at like 9-10 o'clock on a Sunday. You know what I mean? After going to bed at around probably anywhere from 11 to 1. You know what I mean? So like I'm getting like a good 8-hour sleep if I can on the weekends, because I normally get maybe about 5, maybe 6 during the week. You know what I mean? So I try to recoup on the weekends. And I'll tell you what, majority of Sundays, even if I don't go super hard, I still end up taking like a little hour nap. You know what I mean? Just cause I get a little cushed out and need a little cush nap, Nothing wrong with that, though.
Listen, I love a good dab nap.
Sunday's a day for rest anyway. You know what I mean?
That's true. So, I mean, there has been many Sundays though that like I would finish recording and then I would go downstairs, make dinner, and then like eat dinner, clean up after dinner, sit on the couch, like watch a bit of TV and like just be like
just snooze. That's
so,
what
like,
happens,
fucking
dude.
Sometimes, dude, it'd be like 2 a.m. I'd be like, Jesus, like I need to go to fucking.
That's what would happen to me too. Is like I wasn't necessarily trying to go to sleep, but I'd just be, like, I'm gonna throw like a movie on or something. Just fucking lay back and just fucking chill. Fucking next thing you know, a couple hours have gone by. Movie's been over. Don't even know what happened. Sometimes I even just let YouTube play, and then I end up on some crazy shit, dude. Because when through the autoplay, it just plays whatever video suggested next, and you could start watching like a Call of Duty video, and then wake up watching some dude playing Minecraft or who knows what.
The weird thing about that too is that, like, you doze off in that situation, and like the videos are playing, and all of a sudden, like weeks later, you're scrolling through your YouTube, and it shows you videos you've already watched, and you're like,
I'm like, when did I watch that?
I don't remember watching that.
Yeah, or you go to your library to go find a video that you were watching like a day or two before that you didn't finish, but you're, oh yeah, I wanted to see what happened, and then you start scrolling through, and you're like, wait, when did I watch this? Or you start scrolling through, and it's just a fucking bunch of shorts, dude, because you sit there and just scroll on shorts for an hour. And there's like 20,000 shorts that you probably scrolled through within that hour.
Oh, yes.
Not really that
I've ever done that.
You never clicked on the shorts on YouTube and just started like
no, not really.
Going down to, oh, dude, I do it all the time.
You should. That's like TikTok, right? Like I don't do TikTok.
Yeah, it's TikTok,
it's like
but YouTube.
Similar. Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty much where I get my TikTok content though, because majority of YouTube shorts are TikToks and are
like people just like
Instagram reels. Yeah, they just play them on all three.
Yeah, everybody just takes nowadays. The majority are created on a third-party app and then put across all of those platforms.
Let me ask you guys this: I don't really know who sings the song, what the name of it is, but it is a very, very popular TikTok song at the moment, and it's like it starts off with someone going "ooh-wee." And then
I'm not going to continue
on because it's honestly in every fucking thing from YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
I've heard it in commercials on like
Dude,
TV and shit.
Yeah.
It's
Where can I find this so I understand?
Dude, just start scrolling on it on Instagram Reels or something. Guaranteed it's gonna pop up. I guarantee you it's gonna pop up in at least one video. I swear to God.
All right, I'll do some scrolling in a bit.
But dude, it is like it happens to so many songs, but this one in particular, bro, is on a fucking run, and it is driving me insane to the point where I don't even fucking go on Instagram.
You're like, I don't even want to open the app.
No, I won't. That or I won't click on videos anymore because I don't want to hear this fucking song anymore because it is annoying as fuck. Like, it was cool the first or second time I heard it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of funny or whatever. But dude, after the 37th, 100th time I've probably heard it now, I'm done, dude. I never want to hear this song ever again in my life. And I've never even heard the whole song.
Is it like an actual song?
Yeah, it's a song. It's just everybody's taking a clip that's gone viral and they're putting it on everything because it's making everybody's shit go viral or whatever because it's the same fucking clip. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, because we've already figured out how the Reels algorithm basically works. And so what's happening is that audio right now is trending. Everybody's creating whatever dumb content they want, putting it on that trending audio. And because other people are also trying to use this trending audio, they're looking at all the other content that uses it. And in turn, it's causing everybody else's content to go viral as well. Yeah,
it's happened with a lot of other songs in the past too, but I don't think any of them have annoyed me as much as this one has recently.
I think the other problem is that this one's older. It's been around longer, and it's continued to like have its waves.
Yeah, but it's just now it's like it's like at a peak right now, dude. Where literally it's insane.
Oh no, you're not kidding. I literally just watched a reel of somebody earlier today making fun of that by saying, apparently you can just go viral with this audio, and he's like, all you got to do is take any video you doing something stupid and put it to this audio, and he's literally just sitting there eating a bowl of cereal. Nothing is in sync. Nothing. He's just sitting there eating his bowl of cereal, looking around the kitchen, and it's viral. It's insane.
It's dumb, dude. What do you guys think about that, though? Like, it's because, like,
it's a double-edged sword, right? Because, like, all right, for example, there's that rap group I really like, Coast Contra.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, one verse in one freestyle blew them the fuck up because it went that viral the same way. There's this other artist, Iniko. One verse went viral, and then actually, strangely enough, a second one went viral that way, being used as an audio. So it's tough, right? Because, like, I think when you vibe with it, it doesn't bother you as much, right? Like, let's be real. If Revolution got lucky and one of their clips did that, and now everybody's getting millions and millions of views because of a Revolution click, I don't think either one of us would be bothered by it. We'd be like, but it's Revolution. It's a good jam. I like this part. You know what I mean? It's just that ooh-wee thing is annoying as
it's
shit
just because
to us.
It's so repetitive. And it's like, to me, I think part of the problem is I don't know what they're saying either. So, like, at that point, it just sounds like noise to me, which is ignorant on my part. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I don't understand it. It's just the same thing over and over and over and over again. And
until she says something about her body's dance for y'all or with y'all or something. Yeah. I get it. I get it. And also, like at the end of the day,
there's been other ones too that have like gone viral too that I'm just like, all right, I don't even want to hear this song ever again.
There's one right now, because anybody who sees my Instagram knows my content is fish oriented, so I get a lot of the animal content comes my way as an animal creator at this point, right? There's a trend right now where people are editing different clips to this audio, and it's like this salsa dance music of some kind. But I agree, I'm over it. I've had enough. It's annoying. I don't want to hear it anymore. This trend needs to stop. So like I totally get how that can happen and how the trend can overstay its welcome for somebody. I felt that way about the Backstreet Boys as a kid too, but that's a whole other story.
Well, yeah, I guess it's kind of similar, but like, I don't know. I guess now it's just so much more in your face. You know what I mean? It's just like if you're on these platforms, they're just shoving it at you compared to like back in the day, it'd just be like if you turn on a radio station or, you know, is in like commercials or that sort of thing. That's when you kind of got bombarded with shit. But other than that, like you'd be able to change the channel either on the fucking radio or the fucking TV and you wouldn't hear it for a while compared to on YouTube. It's like literally the next 5 videos are going to have this song, and then you might get one that doesn't, and then the next 10 are going to have this fucking, you know what I mean?
I think that's the problem though with some of these giving you what's trending, right? Like
I feel like that's my problem too, is I just I dive into these rabbit holes so much of just trend where it's like not necessarily things geared towards me. I'm just clicking on a video and then it just like starts feeding me shit. I feel
right.
like that's partially the problem too. Like I'm not looking for things that are necessarily my interest. I'm just looking at things that are being handed to me.
That's what I see, especially right now with like how bare bones the YouTube one is, right? Like it feels like it's just feeding me trending stuff, and it kind of tailors towards me a little bit, but it's like it's not necessarily always
it's not as
people
bad as
I'm following
Instagram for me. Yeah,
like it's all sorts of stuff that doesn't apply to me sometimes, and that's fine. That's cool. I've found some cool content because of that. But on the flip of that, it's not. It's so much just this is what's trending here. I'm going to feed it to you into that loop. Where like at least I found with Instagram's algorithm being built the way it is, it tailors itself a little more towards what my interests are based on how I've continually interacted with other profiles, right? Like again, because I'm in that fish keeping world, I interact with other fish keepers on that platform. I interact with other animal pages. As a result, I do get fed an overwhelming majority of that content, which is funny to me because, again, the way the algorithm works, so much of my content just, a few years ago was vape, right? It was so vape community driven and oriented and centered. And it's not like I'm not following those people. It's not like that's not being fed into the algorithm as things that I follow. It's that the algorithm sees that I interact with these other profiles, and so it feeds me that stuff more. And I found it interesting that when I got onto Threads, which for those who are unfamiliar with it, which I'm not sure how, it's been a huge news topic over the last month, but it's the Instagram version of Twitter. Basically, one of the things I found really interesting was that a lot of those profiles who went onto that platform, I suddenly saw again. I saw Ripe Vapes. They're still around. Like, what? I thought they were gone years ago, but no, Ripe Vapes is still out here, still making money, still creating e-liquid, still making my camera drop off while I talk because my camera controlling software is a bitch. But yeah, like that was one of the really cool things about seeing that part of the algorithm go away for a minute. Like, I follow thousands and thousands of people on Instagram, and I see the same content from like 25 people. That I think is unfair. That's something that I think we need to change.
Honestly, like the only thing I consume, I don't like I scroll on Instagram every now and then, but I'm mainly just YouTube, bro. It's my platform. I have a love-hate relationship with it, but it's it's the best that there is as far as, visual, video content consumption, in my opinion.
I don't disagree with that.
Because you can find so many things on there, dude.
How about the fact that like actual cable television channels have their full episodes available on YouTube nowadays?
Yeah.
Like I was going through some of the History Channel's YouTube page content, and there's like full episodes of Ancient Aliens, full episodes of the Skinwalker Ranch, full episodes of Cities of the Underground, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And I was like, holy shit, like, why would I pay for your streaming platform? It's right here for me. For
Plus,
free.
and then with like YouTube Premium and stuff too, then you get past like all the ads. You can actually watch certain YouTube TV shows that are actually available, as well as like rent and watch fucking other movies through the fucking platform as well. And they have like their whole music side too that I haven't really looked into, but I'm sure it's pretty vast as far as the reach goes for YouTube, because you gotta think anybody that's got a fucking song out's got a video on YouTube for the song.
I know
So
there's a caveat of it too, where like on one of my old cell phones, that was its base music player. So it was like an alternative to iTunes as well.
Yeah.
But what I found interesting on the subject of YouTube wants to push people to that premium platform so much that they're working on a piece of code, I guess is the best way I can describe it, that will recognize if you're using an ad blocker on YouTube and will stop you at 3 videos from watching YouTube with an ad blocker on.
Yeah, I had one at one point, and then I don't know what happened to it. Either it got shut off or I deleted it or something. I just fucking the ones that most of the time you could skip them if they're like super long, and if not, you got to wait like 5-10 seconds, so it's not too bad.
See, the killer for me with the ads is like some of the content creators I watch will create 35, 45-minute long videos, and you'll get the interrupting ad every, say, 7 or 8 minutes. And like that can be a killer sometimes, because like you're just getting into the heat of it, and then all of a sudden
about that though,
ad.
that might not necessarily be all YouTube, because you can also place ads in your videos
I know,
which sucks.
but let's be honest,
Dude,
right?
I know I kind of know the people that do it, because you can tell, because it's like usually right before the peak of a fucking thing or like whatever, so they make it to where it's like, oh well, now I have to watch this to find out what fucking happens, you know what I mean, or like those sorts of things.
I've also noticed that those people edit to place those ads.
Oh, you can tell tell in the video 100%,
because sometimes the video the YouTube doesn't drop the ad exactly where they thought it was going to drop it, and like you catch that like little like black frame or two, and you're like, gotcha.
Either that or like a split second where it like fucking like skips ahead to where it's supposed to go after the ad drops.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, I ain't knocking the hustle at all.
I don't disagree. I mean, let's be honest.
I'll
be running ads if I ever drop a family-friendly YouTube channel.
I was gonna say, if I could run ads on my YouTube channel, I would. But they all get demonetized or limited to where it's like I'm not making shit on them, so I just don't monetize anymore.
Yeah, like
I worked so hard to get that 1,000 subscribers to get my channel monetized, and the only way we make money on there now is through super chat. Shout outs to the fucking Shedheads for that.
It's
also I just want to say shout out to those people, but also I'm gonna say I'm like ripped and I'm just lost in these YouTube shorts. Like I'm trying to find this fucking song and now I'm just like getting lost.
YouTube, you probably won't find it as much. It's like more of an Instagram, TikTok thing for sure. Like honestly, if I start scrolling, I bet you I could find one.
Hold, I can probably do one of these. Who does the?
Dude, like this
Who does the
guy
English side?
did a fucking 8 flips to stomach on a trampoline. There's like people like power jumping him. Dude's probably in the air for like 3 seconds. That's craziness, man.
Okay, let's see. We're about to find out who does this song because I just googled it. It comes from the musician James Macabre song. The French singer and songwriter released the track 6 years ago, back in 2017. Wow. Isn't it weird how that works? This song is blowing up and it's from 2017. And the song features lyrics like "Ooey macabre, macabre machibala. Can I get a ooey macabre? Makes my body dance for you." That's the clip. That's the clip that drives everybody crazy. That everybody's playing.
I like how I said it, and now I've been scrolling and I can't fucking find it now. So now that they're made me a liar.
They're like, "Oh, you think it's bad?"
Google's been listening, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna fucking switch up on you." God damn it!
Yeah, hang on. Let's see here. This is the song, Chris.
It's not coming through. Can you just send it to him through Instagram or whatever?
I just got linked to TikTok. Hang on. Maybe I can find a fucking away here.
Can you drop the link in the chat?
I'm doing
Or you're doing it on your phone?
yeah, I'm on my phone, so hold on. I gotta do this and then this. That's not the button. Yeah, I'm gonna send it over in the old discords here in just a moment. But yeah, it's an annoying song. We've heard it too many times now.
Hear it.
I feel like you're like, it's not that bad. I like it.
You're gonna vibe with it for the first few times, bro. I guarantee it. But after a while, you're gonna be like, "God damn it, dude! This song again."
That's the copy button. There it is. Oh my god. There's something about trying to operate technology when I'm trying to think about other things at the same time that genuinely makes my brain just like stop working for a second. Like simple tasks like find the copy button to copy the URL. My brain was like, we don't know how to do that today. All right, it's in our group chat in our Discord.
Yeah. I'm loading up the page.
Yeah, there's a link in there that can take you right to the to the TikTok trending audio there, and you can see everybody's content that they created. And like I was saying, like it shows you just how it works. There's literally like a person dancing. There's just a plate of pasta in there. Like it's literally about using the trending audio to make it go viral. And it's unfortunate. But I mean, I guess like I also found the whole ice bucket challenge trend when that was happening to be kind of weird. I mean, at the end of the day, right? The point of the ice bucket challenge isn't to dump the ice, it's to write a check. So, like, I always found it weird that was a huge trend that went on crazy on TikTok. Patrick Stewart got it right. He opened up his little bucket, like, dropped a couple of cubes of ice in a glass, poured some whiskey, and just wrote a fat check and made a donation to the ALS Foundation. I was like, that's what's up. Gangster move.
Well, yeah, dumping ice on you is not going to do much for it, except for give you a little bit of fucking cold shock therapy or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, yes, it raised awareness, and that's a great thing. But like I said, Patrick Stewart wrote a big fat check because he was like, that's gonna do a lot. And I always respected that. And Patrick Stewart's just like, he's somebody I want to sit down and like have a glass of scotch with and like hear him tell me stories.
Who's that? Sorry.
Patrick Stewart.
That's like
Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek.
Okay.
Professor X, bro.
Professor X. Like, dude. He's just
Honestly,
like such a legend.
Side note, when it comes to like comes to him, like the fact that they chose him to play Professor X was just like perfect, bro.
Yes.
You know? I feel like he like killed that part.
Speaking of superhero stuff, breaking news I found out this week. Won't be breaking news by the time our listeners hear it, but it still might be news to them. For fans of the late 80s, early 90s Ninja Turtle series, Nickelodeon and Paramount have secured the rights to it, and they will be airing it on Nickelodeon and putting it on Paramount Plus.
Which one?
Very
the old
soon.
School?
Yeah, the old school from what that like originated in 1987.
Bro, that's what I grew up on.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
that shit comes back on, I'm watching that shit. But have you seen the new the newest iteration of the Ninja Turtles? That's an animated version by I think produced by Seth Rogen.
No, I wasn't aware.
Yeah, they've done some slight, changes and things like that to it. But
this is not the TMNT one. This is a whole other one.
It's still like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but like it's like his play on the Turtles sort of thing. So it's like like you'll have to just like check it out. Like, here, let me see. I think it's called let me find it.
Because like I was not a fan of that like weird animation style that they did when they did the TMNT version.
It's called TMNT Mutant Mayhem. It's actually a movie. It's a new animated movie. It's going to be an hour and 40 minutes long. Dude, Jackie Chan is playing Splinter.
Huh.
And Seth Rogen himself is playing Bebop. John Cena is Rocksteady.
Yo.
But I will say this: they actually picked teenagers to voice the characters, so they actually sound like kids going through like puberty, like that sort of era. Teenage.
And this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes. Of course, the kids aren't very familiar as far as I know. I don't know them as well. Let's see who else is in here. I'm trying to see. Do they have a?
This is incredible news. I wish I had heard.
Oh, Ice Cube is going to be in it. Post Malone plays a character. Paul Rudd is a character.
They got a wild cast.
It's actually a pretty stacked cast, bro.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
There's some people on here that aren't named as far as characters, so I'm not sure who they're going to play. Oh, Hannibal Buress is in it. Maya Rudolph.
When's it come out?
Well, we don't know while the SAG-AFTRA strike continues.
I think it's out. Oh no, it comes out on the 2nd of August.
Okay. So it's pretty close.
Yeah. The Paramount Pictures film. But dude, there's trailers and stuff on like YouTube and shit like that look pretty sick, dude. You want to watch one? Can we watch one? Do you think we can get away with that?
I think we can do it.
Let's check it out. Let me see.
This is I think this falls under Creative Commons. We're using it in a constructive criticism, an educational manner.
Let's see. We're gonna go share screen.
I'm awesome.
Sound.
Boys, where have you been? We're just running errands.
That's it?
Copyright,
Trying to find
names,
the
names.
Some of the guys wanted to get
Whoops.
pizza, and I tried to talk them out of
I
it.
guess still just the
You
buttons.
ratted us out.
Hey,
We'll
don't
just
use
watch
that word
the
that way.
official trailer.
2023.
Sorry, Dad.
Hey guys, if we weren't monsters
All
that
right.
were shunned by society and we could do what we wanted,
Where's
what
my
would you guys
cursor
do?
at? There we
Go to high
go.
school,
Share.
maybe get a
You guys see it?
girlfriend.
Can you imagine that?
Yes, sir.
Not likely.
All right, so it's like it's kind of a cool animation style. You know what I mean?
This is insane. Turtles?
A little different from what we've seen.
I want to know
let's
everything
just get
about
into
you.
it.
Our dad is definitely not a giant rat.
Police are baffled by the recent robbery led by
Nobody's ever seen a
Done through Nickelodeon.
Huh.
That's April O'Neil,
It's
obviously.
it's interesting how it's got like an anime vibe without an anime vibe, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but I think we get the gist. We don't have to watch the whole thing, but
No, it looks cool.
just in
I'd watch
case.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, like I would totally be down to watch this. And where's my? How do I? Of course, it's going to be on my screen that I have turned off at the moment,
Yep.
to where I can stop sharing. There you go. There it is. All right, and there it went. Where'd it go? Okay, there you are. Hello. I have too many screens.
The plight
Figured it
of
out.
multiple monitors.
But yeah, dude, I think it'd be cool. I'm kind of curious to see it. You know how it is.
Yeah, I would enjoy it probably, honestly. So it'd be like that nice flashback for me. That because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were definitely like really coming on when I was like 9, 10 years old. So,
Yeah,
like
dude,
I was
so,
like
that
definitely
was like
pretty
the
into them.
perfect time. Yeah.
I wish I still had the toys from when I was a kid.
Because I watched them when I was really little, dude. Like as a small child, that was my shit, you know?
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
Yeah. I had like
Like when you were
This-
probably out riding your bike with your friends, I was inside, probably in like a pull up watching fucking Turtles with like a sippy cup or some shit. Who knows?
I mean, shit, that
Whoa, that is
That
so
era-
crazy, dude.
he's
So
tripping.
I got to address these sunglasses right now because they kind of throw me off because I've got like this really nice high def monitor over here, and I also have these really nicely polarized glasses that like kind of do like this weird color thing to where it like makes colors more vibrant, but also like when I'm looking at this screen, if I look at it directly, it kind of makes it super dark. But if I look through this Baja Blast Mountain Dew bottle, the polarization disappears and I can actually see the screen. So it's dark on the outside of the bottle, but perfectly lit up on the inside. It's a trip, dude. Like if you could see what I was seeing, you'd understand what I'm talking about.
I have polarized sunglasses somewhere in my house. So I have experienced this, like trying to watch TV with polarized sunglasses, and the way that it like you have to sit at just the right angle to see it. Otherwise the whole thing just blacks out on you. But I don't think I've ever held like a cup or a bottle or anything up and looked through it and
It
been
was a
like,
trip, dude. Like it made things look different. Doesn't do anything to these screens because they're not as high quality, but what a trip. And I'm also pretty stoned, so it did kind of freak me out for a second. I'm like, whoa, what is that?
yeah. I mean,
I'm pretty stoned.
I too am feeling quite lovely, but I could feel more lovely. And I
Dude.
think it's time to feel more lovely.
I'm down, dude. As always, your boy took a trip this morning to the old dispensary. And dude, I got some I'm just gonna pick out the interesting strains because some of them are some that we're pretty familiar with. You know what I mean? But I got a couple that just had cool names, and I feel like Chris would appreciate them. That one's one. There's another one. And then I think there's one more. There we go. Is that it? Yeah, I think so. But dude, these three right here just sounded interesting, so I had to pick them up, right? First one's called Oil Tanker.
Oh,
It's like a diamond sauce action. Then we have BP Wilson.
nice.
Don't know what that stands for, but it had the little Wilson guy from Castaway on the box. Like,
That's
let me-
actually sick.
Let me see if I can find it. Where's that? There it is. Focus on the box. See him right there?
Wilson.
Wilson. And then the last one's called Tropical Heat.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I want to try this one. But yeah, dude.
Tropical Heat with your Baja Blast. I mean, that just sounds like it's supposed to happen.
Right. I did a little dab of some blackberry jam at the beginning of the show, and dude, that was super tasty as well. This looks like more of a rosin, possibly. I guess I could have just looked at the box and it would have told me, but I take them out of the box because they're easier to store. Oh yeah, that's a nice rosin there. For any of you rosin fans. Oh, hold on, let Sean get a peek at that. Yeah, dude.
Ooh, it looks delicious.
It smells tasty. Hopefully it tastes tasty. So what have you been working with lately, Chris?
dude, I've been just working on. Right now, I'm not using it, but I've been working on some modified banana.
Ooh.
And then right now, I'm rocking some. It's that blueberry, or sorry, raspberry, blue raspberry. But it's that's what it's called. But it's the rainbow sherbet 6
Okay.
or sherbet.
Sherbet.
The
But it's
RS6.
pretty fucking good, man. Yeah, RS6, that's what it says. It's pretty good. It gets me where I'm going pretty quick. To be honest.
Always something nice about that when you're like, oh, we're here now.
Yeah, like I feel like that's where I'm gonna be in about 10 minutes after just hitting it again.
I'm feeling you. I'm
I'm
on my
off
way
the
there.
YouTube scroll hole though, so I'm back and I'm present. I heard that song. I like listened to the whole official song. I don't like it.
Annoying,
I don't
right?
know why. I don't understand why they would fit with a bunch of songs that would go viral. Doesn't seem to make sense to me.
It's redonkulous, dude.
Well, you know what though? Like if there's one thing that I've noticed in my life, things change and sometimes they change really quickly. But also just there's waves of how people do things or whatever, right? And like obviously the last like 4 or 5 years, there's been like so much of that, like short attention span, quick stuff, like even just like Instagram had been fading, you know what I mean? Like just pictures for a while. People were doing stories and then they brought in the like shorts or whatever they're called. What are the ones on Instagram that are
Reels.
reels? And they brought in reels and all that stuff. And like I'm just not used to it. I think that's what it comes down to, but it doesn't
There's
mean that I
too
don't
much,
see
bro.
it. It's just the one thing that gets me is like, dude, like you can just make a fucking bag from doing that if you hit on something just by absolute chance.
Yep.
Right? It's not like, you know, that individual is way more talented than somebody that doesn't have that opportunity. It's just, it fucking blows my mind, like how simple. Like, dude, that one dude that was like skateboarding with the fucking bottle of like cranberry juice to like that
The
Fleetwood Mac
song. Yeah.
like, dude, he like literally went so fucking crazy that like that song was like trending. That like that song might even like hit some fucking lists for like most
Yeah,
fucking
it
you know what I
charted
mean?
again.
Yeah, like
It-
that's so
like that
fucked,
song
dude.
straight up charted again because of
Just
that.
from some dude longboarding, drinking fucking high C and lip syncing to the song.
He got a fucking endorsement deal from the Cranberry Company.
Yeah, I heard that he like created content. It wasn't like he just did that and that was the first thing, but
Yeah, no,
that went nuts for him.
But he's a
That put him on the
stoner,
map.
bro. Like most of his content was like just fucking like stoner skater shit.
Yeah. See, I know nothing about him other than I know that he was creating content previous to that.
We follow him over there at the Shedtime Podcast Instagram, and so we see a lot of his content over here at Shedtime Studios. And yeah, shout out to Dogface. Dogface is cool as fuck. But yeah, it's literally crazy how that shit works, and like it can literally just be that like you fall into some weird niche that works for you. Like I found a couple people, all they do are dramatic readings of bad signs.
What?
Yeah, so like you ever been to like say a gas station, right? And like somebody writes a really like misspelled sign that says like bathroom closed, right? But if you read it correctly, it would say like bathe room close because they didn't spell it right.
Okay.
And these people have blown up just by doing dramatic readings of these bad signs. It's people making really dumb signs. So like it's crazy how you can just hit on a niche that works for you and through the moon. You go nuts. My wife showed me one that she follows. It's a couple. The wife is originally from America. Her husband is originally from Italy. And so their whole shtick.
Yeah, is her trying to fucking, she messes with them, like breaking fucking pasta or like making what she was calling like a tomato sauce or whatever, and she's just pouring a can of fucking whatever in there, and like they're pretty funny.
Yeah, or like she'll sit there and like slurp spaghetti instead of twirl it on her fork, and he'll literally go fucking crazy because like, how dare you disrespect Italian food this way or Italian culture? Like, and it's all for a gag, but it's still funny. There's another one I found. This dude creates weird little puppets, and then he randomly sneaks up on his wife, scares her with the puppet, and then tells her a really dumb dad joke. I love it.
Have you seen that one dude that tries just like all like the viral food things and drink things, and he just says like weird puns the whole time he's doing it while he's in his kitchen, and sometimes he has his wife on there. It's kind of like I don't know really know how to explain it, dude, but he just cracks me up with the shit he says as he's trying to like copy these recipes and stuff.
There is that one kid though that I've really come to like, Dylan something. He makes like really, really old timey recipes. And he's just got this weird quirkiness about him. And so like he'll call milk moo juice, eggs are eggies. So he's got this weird like quirkiness, but it's part of the shtick. And it's actually really entertaining because it'll be like Depression era cupcake from 1922. And he'll follow this recipe and he'll be like, this actually doesn't suck. And it's kind of wild. So there is some cool shit out there.
Yeah, I'm not saying that there's not cool content. I think that for me, it's just I haven't explored it that heavy. Not that like I don't see some things that like come across or whatever, but I don't know, man. I guess I spend a lot more time on Twitter, which I don't see that much stuff on like that.
Yeah, I'm never on Twitter.
Dude, like the depths of Twitter is something else. Like, dude, there's like working professional women in like the sex industry that will be like all up in there. Like they say like pretty wild stuff. They'll like post some pretty wild stuff, and like it somehow it's like allowed on Twitter.
Yeah, nudity is
I had no
allowed
idea, dude.
on
None.
Twitter.
Because I
Yeah.
don't go in those areas, right? Don't follow those hashtags and shit. So then when it was like brought to my
Wouldn't even
attention,
know, bro.
I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? All I look at is like animal pictures and graphs. Like that is like what my fucking
Like I don't even have the Twitter app on my phone.
yeah, I think that I spend the time that you spend on like reels or whatever doing that.
Probably. Or YouTube shorts. I've been watching a lot of streamers. Like video game streamers. Because like I've been getting into the DMZ side of Call of Duty. So like I kind of watch like these dudes do like playthroughs on, Call of Duty DMZ or whatever live while I'm like just chilling. Just to kind of get little tricks and tips, figure out where to like pick up different items and stuff like that. And you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's been cool.
I stay down that cooking rabbit hole quite a lot on the tubes, learning all that crazy cooking shit, stepping my game up there. Obviously, tons of fish stuff because the fish. But yeah, like every now and then, I end up in those weird list videos,
Oh yeah.
like 20 crazy facts that you never thought were true, or you know 20 tallest buildings in the world. And dude, you want to talk about an easy way to chew up 4 hours of your night without planning on it? You just start
Here,
watching those.
I'm gonna go to my video library real quick on YouTube. I'm not gonna share it, but I'm just gonna like pick out just like some random things that I've watched recently. Okay. History. Let's see. So, I watched yesterday. Todd McFarlane answers comics questions from Twitter. He's one of the guys that like created Spawn. He's like that guy. So I watched that for a while, and then I was watching a lot of streaming stuff like recently. But come on, I know I've watched some weird videos. See, there's a lot of fucking short things in here. Like I've watched some aquarium stuff. I watched this guy cutting a pineapple. Simple and clean wood joint methods. Oreo and blueberry ice cream rolls.
That sounds fire.
Some Modern Family clips. Some dudes playing Apex. Oh, dude, this one's cool. These guys running down the fucking road, filling buckets up and then carrying them up a ladder. But it's like a fucking like team thing, and dude, the way they do it is just insane. Something about ligers. Just random shit, dude.
It's funny because like you saying that, I wanted to look at my history real quick, and it's just as random, right? Like I've got every way to cook fried chicken, and then abandoned capital of the world, abandoned nuclear facility, and then I make a new mini desk aquarium, like running waterfall in live edge terrarium coffee table. This was a dude building a coffee table with living plants, a running working waterfall, like yeah. And then like if we keep going, Freemason underground, cities of the underworld, Al Capone's mobs underground, traditional ice cream flavors that Americans have never heard of.
Dude, what about this? A video about like a guy who made $1 million shot during a Chicago Bulls game back in like the early 90s and ended up never getting paid for it. and then like it broke down like all these other, you know, crazy shots that they do at like fucking half times during basketball games and stuff like that.
Oh, scam. They never expect you to win, those bastards.
Dude, honestly, I love seeing people hit those shots. I love seeing people do the things, you know, like even at hockey games, they used to have it where you'd shoot from one net and there would basically be like a board across the entire net, but there would be like a hole like this big at the bottom, like maybe like 3 pucks wide. And if you could shoot it in across the entire ice through that hole, you'd win. I don't know if it was $1 million, but maybe it was. But I don't know. I love those things though. They're cool.
Dude, Always Sunny in Philadelphia bloopers. Bro, those are hilarious, dude. If you haven't watched those.
Dude, that show is just hilarious.
The bloopers are even better though, bro.
Danny.
That I can believe.
DeVito. I mean, that's all I gotta say. It's Danny fucking DeVito, man.
Dude, and Charlie Day, bro, cracks me the fuck up.
He is pretty funny, man. Actually,
Him
like
and-
whenever
Him and what's his name?
like in real life or in the show.
In the show, like his but like they're like the two dumb guys. He's one of the creators of the show.
Yeah, he's married to D.
Yeah.
Max? No, Mac.
No, Mac. But what's his real name though? Because he owns that football team or the football quote unquote soccer team with Ryan Reynolds. Does it start with an F? I'm gonna have to Google it.
Like, we're gonna Google that shit. Thank you, Google, for having all the answers. Or maybe you don't have all the answers.
Oh, Rob McKinley. McKinley? Yeah. He's that dude. He got like real fat for the show, and then all of a sudden came back, and he was just like crazy fucking ripped. Apparently, in order for him to get that fat, what he would do is he'd get like fucking gallons of fucking ice cream and just set it on the counter and let it fucking melt and then just drink it.
What the fuck?
It's like, because that was the only way he can get that many calories in.
Oh my
is
goodness.
by drinking it. You couldn't physically eat that many calories, but you could drink that many calories. So that's what he did.
I mean, that's a clever move for bulking, I guess.
Well, no, there wasn't to get fucking ripped. It was to get fat.
Like he wanted to get like
He wanted to
gain
get
a ton of weight.
to get really fat for the show, and then do like a crazy body transformation shit, and then come back. And then he ended up coming back later on, like in the season or the next season, just ripped, and just fucking worked it all off. But that's nuts, dude. Gallon of ice cream, just fucking go look.
Woof. I couldn't do it. It's crazy though, like the shit that, like, I didn't realize that how bad actors are getting screwed right now until this whole strike thing started happening. And these actors were like, no, look, these are my residuals. Yo, there are actors who have literally gotten like -1 cent checks in the mail as residuals.
What?
Yeah, dude. This shit is crazy. The problem is that the way that the contracts have all been written rely on antiquated technologies. People buying physical media and going to, rental stores, that sort of thing. That's not the age we live in anymore. And so most of these actors aren't getting anything in residuals for streaming. And this shit is crazy. Some of the big actors out there, they're like, yeah, I got $7,000 for that role in that TV show. They've made millions of dollars for Netflix on the replays. I haven't seen a single cent.
It's similar to kind of like what's happening with the music industry and streaming.
Yeah, 100%. Snoop, I shared it on our Instagram.
I've seen
Snoop
him talk about it multiple times, and he's right.
He was at a business conference with like suit and tie business people. And he was like, all I know is this. How do I have several billion streams on Spotify? And that doesn't translate to any $1 million. I haven't seen any money for that. Like, where's that money? How are they making all this money off of all my plays and I'm not? And he's right. Like, that system is broken.
Well, I think it's just not been connected yet, really.
Speaking of Snoop, so glad that we just got on the subject real quick. I saw the
Stumbled on
craziest thing
Snoop.
today. I just saw the craziest thing. Did you know that Snoop Doggy Dogg has a cereal company?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've heard it actually.
Bro, apparently it's made it into Walmart. It was in my
it's
Walmart
everywhere,
today, bro.
Did you get some?
No, I didn't, because I don't need cereal. I have too much right now.
You should have just grabbed it just to try it.
But yeah, here we go. Right on the shelf, Snoop cereal, Frosted Drizzlers from Brodus Foods.
What the hell?
Such
he's got like all kinds of
mind-blowing.
different. He's got like his own variation of all kinds.
Yeah.
Of shit.
Apparently he's got like a cinnamon toast crunch in there.
He's got like a Fruit Loop variation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
dude, you know who helps promote the shit out of that stuff? Master P.
Yeah, that's one of his business partners, I guess.
Yeah.
My wife looked it up and she was like, yeah, it's something to do with him and Master P.
Have you seen the fucking big ass mascot that got going around fucking marketing it?
No.
It's one of the dudes from the front of the fucking cereal box, and they turned him into like a mascot, and he fucking like goes around dancing and shit to Snoop music, fucking selling the cereal. Do you know he's got his own like children's show or like some shit now?
No.
Or music. It's like a music oriented.
Who does,
shit.
Snoop?
Snoop, yeah.
Really?
It's either yeah, I think it's a show. It's either a show or some sort of music that's kid like oriented towards kids.
Hold on. Snoop children. Oh, it was there's the Snoop Doggy Dogg affirmation song. So
No, there's more than that. It's like there's like a bunch of shit. It's either like an album or a show. I don't know. I can't remember, but like I've heard it and seen stuff because like there's been like little videos and stuff.
yeah, there's
like-
definitely okay. So it looks like there's a whole show. Yeah, there is a whole show called Doggy Land.
Yeah, Doggyland. That's it. I couldn't remember the name of it. But yep, that's it.
Holy smokes!
Shout
Dude,
out to Snoop. Snoop
he's
for
a
the kids,
genius.
just like Wu-Tang.
he is a genius. I mean,
Dude, Snoop's everywhere though.
Yeah.
but
He literally has like got his name tied to so many different things. Like he is kind of like killing collaboration. That's for damn sure.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, he's one of the biggest crypto holders in the like celebrity scene.
He's all
and he's
about
very vocal about it.
diversifying his portfolio. You know what I'm saying? He ain't.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's like literally involved on a project on Cardano, like an NFT project on Cardano. Fake Nation. It's like going to be like a music and art metaverse.
See, that's dope. He's even talked about doing NFT Deathrow Records releases, where like
Yeah,
there'll be
dude.
limited release Deathrow material.
There's some cool shit that's like coming out. I've been seeing it actually quite a bit recently, just like on blockchain technology, like cool music shit that's like involving that. It's like some new protocol that's getting built where it's ultimately going to allow people to like play their music on the blockchain and get paid royalties in crypto. So it's like you can upload whatever, like we could upload the podcast on there. And for every single time somebody listens, we might earn like some percentage of like a cryptocurrency.
See, like that's the world I'm ready for.
Yeah, because that's cool. That is ultimately not only are you able to put your shit out there on a platform that people can listen to, but you can instantly get paid.
Yeah, that's
You know
the
what I
thing.
mean? It's not
It's
like
an
you're
instant.
chasing people down. It's not like you're relying on someone and they take a bunch.
I
It's
mean,
just boom.
I can see it like how it scales, right? Because like musically speaking, I imagine it in a scenario of being able to through blockchain uh exchange the sale of the beat to the artist to record on. And then from there, the artist is able to record that track. And then through the blockchain, that new track, that new product is then able to be recorded as a sale through the blockchain to consumers in perpetuity. Like, it's brilliant. And it's all there. It can't be stolen. You can't say it was AI. It's there. The proof is there.
Yeah, dude, it'll always be there.
That is the beautiful thing. Because in this world of controversy of AI
And it's
created
fucking
music,
dated, Sean.
that's it.
So if you are the original creator of a beat, even
Yeah, it's
and
like
you get it on
instant
the
copyright.
blockchain, it is fucking dated.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
like an
It's-
instant copyright.
Yep.
Bam. It's on record.
It's fucking so sweet. I can't wait to see more people take advantage of it, honestly. I think that's like one of the things in life. It's like I see people with electric cars, and like it gives me anxiety when I think about electric cars because I'm like, oh, at some point, maybe all electric cars will be the vehicles that everyone uses,
It's
and I
not
won't have the
sustainable.
opportunity. And I get scared that I can't drive a manual transmission. Like I literally am like, oh my God. Like that's partly why whenever I get my new car, I might just baby it to the max because it might be like the last new standard car I can ever get.
It's a crazy thought. But you're not wrong. Like,
No, man, it's fucking sad.
you're not wrong. I mean, I'm torn, right? Because like these things have to happen. Change has to happen, progress has to happen in order for societies to progress and move forward and grow. And I get it. Technology has to move forward. We can't just stick to one thing. But I also feel this connection to certain things that are just quintessentially part of the fabric of my life. And I agree with you. Like, there's something like it's weird. Like, I get a piece of nostalgia when I drive behind a car with a naturally aspirated engine. When you smell that particular exhaust compared to like modern fuel injection exhaust.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
Like it could even be like a late 80s car, or
Right.
even 90s maybe.
Yeah,
So
like
Before
our
all
car-
the emissions got
Yeah.
real next level.
So that's the thing. Like, I just get that piece of nostalgia from that. So like, I like you can't fathom a time where there isn't that degree of control in operation. Because like, though I'm more of an automatic transmission driver, I get that same anxiety about the notion of like all cars eventually becoming self-driving. That freaks me out. I want to be the one controlling my automobile. If I want to change my mind and go, I want to just go. So I totally get it.
Yeah, it's a scary thought.
Hopefully Snoop will just create a great company with an automobile line and we'll be golden.
Yeah,
and we'll just all be driving Snoop mobiles.
Dude, I guarantee you that like Snoop's gonna partner. Did he not already partner? Did they not make the Snoop DeVille? Wasn't that like a real thing?
Oh well, somebody made him a Snoop DeVille.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if
that,
I don't know if
I
that
thought
like
General
ever did.
Motors was like, all right, Snoop,
Yeah, I don't. They might have.
let's make it cool. Let's sell more Escalades to rappers and hip hop people.
Hey man, I love a good.
You don't
car.
hear about Escalades anymore. I never
No.
hear anybody like any rappers talking about Escalades anymore.
Well, that's because they all bought into Escalades and they all had those V8 North Star engines, and then those things blew up, and they were like,
yeah, but they're
"These
rappers,
suck."
bro. They're rich, you know. So like, you'd think that they would be rolling for 2 years, get a new car. Then it don't matter.
Well, that's the other thing, right?
No,
They
it
talk-
was just a one-off thing. Like he just got one and he called it the Snoop DeVille.
A lot of them talked about it, Chris, but they didn't be about it.
Well, that's true.
You know, gotta love the Cadillac Escalade where you're like, that's $25 right there.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
how it
you-
used to be in my old Silverado, bro. Fuck. That thing was a guzzler.
Oh,
Dude, my
man.
dad had a truck that was
Dude, I
here.
loved it though.
It had fucking dual tanks, man. I bet you that this thing held 30 gallons of gas.
My grandpa had a Suburban that had 2 tanks. And I was like, that is the craziest thing. Is like I'd never heard of it as a kid growing up.
Yeah, because like the one that my dad had, it was like a 1977 Cheyenne. So it's a Chevrolet Cheyenne.
Yeah, dude.
And dude, it had like the trailer or the camping package. So it had like a beefier rear end. Maybe not beefier rear end. It had definitely better suspension. And it fucking came with like a few other things, like a light package and shit like that.
Is
It was
it a
actually a
dually
pretty
or
dope
no?
truck. Was that?
Was it a dually?
No, it's just I think it's just a 1500, but it looks
Oh.
like it could be maybe a little bit more. It might be a 3/4 ton. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Sick.
yeah, it's pretty pimp. Some guy bought it. He's gonna like fix it up.
Or was it one of
Looking
those
forward to
the
seeing it.
homies that helped you out?
Yeah, dude. They're actually here right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're legends, honestly.
Shout outs to them.
Yeah, dude, for real. But yeah, dude, he even said he's like, yeah, you know, after I get it running and I like fix it up and it's like not bad, I won't even paint it. He's like, I'll let you know what I have into it and you can just have it. I don't need to make any money. He's like, whatever I have into it, you can buy it back off me. I'll just get it running, basically. I was just like, oh, that's definitely something to think about. It's
That'd be sick.
Be a
full
cool
stop.
thing to have.
I'd be down. Like
Yeah.
I'd be down.
Especially,
If-
when you got your, your big tract of land and you're out there doing your thing to have
Dude,
that.
Dude, yeah, I'm just thinking that in like the
vehicle.
summertime,
bro.
right? That in the summertime. Like that would be a summer weekend vehicle.
Just cruiser, yeah, dude. Just
You
cruiser.
know what I
around
mean?
the
It's like
fucking-
I'm gonna fucking go out and grab something that I can ultimately say, oh, I needed a truck for this, and then go back.
Right? I need
go
some
for an
timber.
ice cream, you know?
I need ice cream to carry this fucking cone, bro.
Yeah.
I'm getting
No, dude, they have
I'm
there's
getting
like
3
this cool ass
scoops.
place. It's like not far from my sister's. Dude, you just like pull into the parking lot and the people come out. Like you don't there's not a
Old
speaker
school,
there.
like Sonic.
Yeah, but there's not even a speaker though.
No, but like back in the day, you just like
Oh,
pull up, you
yeah,
see
yeah.
someone pull up.
Just
and-
straight up
Yeah, and
car
they just walk
hopping.
out, they take your order, they have like a menu on their building, and then they have a menu on the other end of the parking lot, like a really big one. Yeah, dude, you just tell them what you want, they come out. It's actually pretty
Did
cool.
they come out on skates?
No. Well, maybe.
Damn.
The day I was there, it was raining. And they still came out. I was like, should we feel bad for pulling in here? It's raining. And we know that they're gonna come outside and take our order.
No, you should feel bad for parking at the far end of the parking lot. You
No, I
jerk.
parked close to the building. I parked close to the building because of that and effort. I should have made it so
Dude,
the
I want
driver's
some
side was
ice
facing
cream
the door.
right now,
but...
though. That does sound good.
Dude, there's actually a place I really wanted to go to.
I want to go to
before
like a
I
old,
left here,
I
but
want to go to
I
a
think I'm
nice
gonna get there.
creamery though. You know what I mean? Like old school style creamery.
Yeah,
Those
dude,
are the
for
best, dude.
real. Oh
We don't have anything like that out here.
no,
No. We just got like the big, like franchise things like, Baskin Robbins, Cold Stone, that sort of shit. We don't have like
but
a
at least like
mom,
decent.
we don't have like, a
that's
mom,
like
well, yeah, but I'm
quality
just
ice
saying like
cream.
I
call
like
that quality.
I like
but-
a mom and pop creamery, you know what I mean? Where you
Yeah.
get like
Yeah, like
those
a small one.
Yeah,
He
dude,
wants
the
he
flavor's
wants like
always
a
so
little
much
peaceful
better.
meadow kind of a vibe.
Dude, we don't
Dude,
have shit
there's
like
a place that I
here.
want to go to that's like that, James. It's like a small little factory. Like it's a small little dairy factory
Dude,
thing.
those are the shit, dude. Because like when we go to whenever we used to go to Oregon and go camping out there on the coast, we used to go by the Tillamook cheese factory, and they also have a creamery there. Obviously, because you got dairy cows. Not only can you make cheese, but you can make some fucking fire ass ice cream. You know what I mean? So like
Yep.
we'd go there, go fucking pick out like some nice cheese as well, because they also had jerky there too. Because at some point, jerky. I'm not gonna finish that.
No,
but
it
you pretty
fits,
much-
it fits.
it makes
It
sense.
all tracks.
So you just pick up all the 3 things, and they're all fucking amazing. And it's so good, dude. Love it. Or when I used to go
Life-changing.
back to when I used to go to San Jose, Santa Cruz all the time. They had like a couple like little fucking like ice cream shops like in the downtown area in Santa Cruz, kind of like near the beach and shit. I used to love going to those and go and get ice cream. And they had like, what was it, Auntie Anne's? Or no, fuck, I forgot what that's the fucking pretzel place. It was something else. They had this like one like really like kind of popular like local ice cream shop that like made delicious stuff. We used to go there all the time too.
Oh man, see, there's this ice cream spot down in Provincetown. Now, Provincetown is the very last town in Massachusetts on the very tip of the Cape Cod, and it's Massachusetts, San Francisco, so it becomes a bit of a tourist spot during the height of summer. So, like, I would not try to get there now because it would be like a 4 or 5 hour drive, whereas in the
Oof.
off season, it would take me maybe an hour and a half to get there, right?
Oh yeah, whoa.
Yeah, because traffic would just be insane because everybody wants to go down to that part of the state. The Cape is the beautiful beach area. But down there, right in the center of town, is this creamery that has all homemade ice cream, and there's two different flavors that are 21 plus. You have to show ID because they have alcohol filled chocolates mixed into the ice cream.
Whoa.
And like so friggin' good, dude. Delicious because they're like little chocolates, so it's not like you're taking like big splashes of liquor in your mouth, but like you're just getting like a few drops here, a few drops there every time you get a little bite of ice cream, and it is incredible. Because there was one of them. It's a blackberry, and it's like a blackberry liqueur that's inside the chocolate, and it's phenomenal. And it's making me think that I have to go in the off season before they close up for the winter and try to get some because I haven't thought about it in a couple of years, and this conversation's making me want it.
Dude, I just want ice cream. I have a couple ice cream bars downstairs. They're like the little mini, like baby ones. It's like 4 or 5 bites tops if you're like being gentle. But they're like kind of over the top for me. The ones that are left, they're like all chocolate. It's like chocolate with brownie chunks dipped in chocolate.
I just
It's like,
found this spot on DoorDash, bro, where I can order a slice of cake, bro.
That's
They
awesome.
got 3 choices. They got fuck, you're not gonna be able to see it because my screen's
Chocolate
too,
rainbow.
bro. Now hold on, let me fix this. You gotta see this. There we go. Bam. They got fucking. You're not gonna see the top one. Top one's confetti, and then they got a fudge, and then they got this vanilla rainbow slice. So it's vanilla cake that's just colored, but
Let's get rainbow.
Fucking.
But can you taste the rainbow? That's the question.
I don't know.
If you top it with Skittles, you can.
I was just because I was just looking around to see like what kind of spots may have like ice cream around here.
Oh man.
Oh, dude, some froyo wouldn't be bad either.
I've been heavy on the Italian ice again. Whenever it gets like super hot and sticky around here, the Italian ice tends to be my go-to because the dairy's a little heavy. And oh boy, this raspberry and strawberry lemonade versions that we found, fire. It makes me want a blueberry lemonade one now.
Dude, this froyo place has got Pop Rocks fucking froyo, dude.
Wait a minute.
There's Pop Rocks in the froyo, dude.
Would they still pop?
I don't know.
That's the thing. I would imagine, like,
I would have thought that once they were introduced to moisture that they would pop, but maybe I'm wrong.
Psych, I'm stoned. It's a rocket pop. I thought it said pop rock. Oh, that's hilarious. But either way, that sounds delicious.
Pop Rocks on your froyo is probably
dude,
fire.
I might go get some fucking froyo, dude. They've got some fucking mango one. Oh, dude, I might go get some. Where is this place?
I'm impressed by the way that frozen treats have expanded over time because like I just seen Klondike bars making chocolate chip cookie ice cream sandwiches now.
Oh, dude, that's right down the fucking road. I'm going there after this. Hell yeah. Munchies kicked in, boys. I'm already making decisions on what I'm eating.
I'm making a
Dude.
pizza later, so I'm all set.
I might make
me,
an
pizza
omelet.
gang.
Hell yeah, dudes.
I might make an omelet. I'm kind of looking forward to actually now that I said I might, I will.
Omelet's a boss. What are we putting inside besides obviously cheese?
Cheese, maybe a little bit of ham, onion. That might be it.
I
got this
could
like
get behind
fancy,
that.
like kind of like hot sauce. It's kind of like taco-y sauce, sort of.
Okay.
It's gonna be really good on it. And some toast, some brown toast, whole wheat toast, as you guys know it as.
Love that. Love that.
A little bit of butter on that because that's what makes it toast. Otherwise, it's just toasted bread.
Yeah, it's just half burnt bread. That's something I always found weird. Is I sometimes think to myself, what the reaction was from the guy who was like, "Look, it's called toast," and everyone went, "No, you just burnt the bread, stupid."
Dude, I seen it. Speaking of toast, dude, this is on one of my scroll hole fucking situations. I was watching these dudes, and apparently, that like some unknown people, at least unknown to me, that have like a podcast, and they're sitting there talking about toast, avocado toast, right? And the dude's like, yeah, he's like, one time I went to like my friend's house, and he gave me a sandwich with like fucking just avocado and bread. He's like, oh, and like his buddy's like, avocado toast. He's like, no, man. He's like, it was just bread and fucking avocado. He's like, it wasn't toast. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, he didn't. He's like, there was nothing on it. He's like, oh, so you mean he just like he didn't put any butter on it? He's like, no, man. Like, toast is when you like dip it in like egg and whatever, and then it's toast. And the dude's like, no, bro. He's like, that's like French toast. He's like, yeah. He's like, no, but toast is when you like you fucking toast it and you put butter on it. That's toast. He's like, no, dude, that's just bread. And they had like this argument. And he's like, dude, what happens when you put bread in the toaster? He's like, it gets toasted. He's like, yeah, it's toast. He's like, no, but it's not, there's nothing on. And like they were going back and forth. And then eventually, like the other dude figured it out. He's like, wait, oh, this is going to make me look dumb, huh?
Yeah, it probably
was dying, bro, because this dude could not get it through his head that like what he had was actually just avocado toast, but he just thought it was avocado. He wouldn't. It didn't make sense.
Yeah, like as you're first describing it, I'm like, oh man, that would be awful if someone just gave me like plain room temperature bread with avocado on it, like mushy bread with mushy avocado.
That's what his buddy thought at first, and he's like, no, like he's like
it was in a toaster, so he gave me avocado toast. Oh god. And then
but he thought toast had to be like French toast, like you had to like put it in like egg and then like cook it that way. To like you had to coat it with something in order for it to be toast. Otherwise, it was just bread.
That's crazy.
It makes me think, would that suck if you made like a savory French toast and then put avocado?
It might not. Just depends on how it's seasoned, I guess.
If
you do like a garlic French toast or something where it's like, you dip it in the egg and maybe put like a little bit of like garlic salt or something like there, and then put like avocado. That might be kind of good.
Maybe like a little bit of chili flake or something in there. Yeah, and that way you get that cooling effect of some
dude, avocado. That honestly might be kind of good with like do that and then like put like a tomato sauce on it or something. You know what I mean? Or like do it, you know what I mean? Do like a savory version, but like put some sort of
you got me now. You got me thinking. Imagine doing like
even like a cheese sauce of some sort.
Doing like a a chicken parm on a savory French toast.
Yeah, yeah.
So you
yeah,
could
that's
put like your cutlet on it.
instead of it on the noodle, you put it on the bread, and you
Yeah.
can eat in like a
on
sandwich
like a
that.
garlic French toast,
Yeah,
basically.
like Texas toast style, but it's more
Oh
like
man, that could be really fire.
that would be delicious, dude. So just put like the ingredients that you would use in like a fucking garlic bread or something like that, and just put it in your egg wash, and then like dip
Yeah.
your fucking bread in your egg wash, cook your fucking French toast up.
Oh man, you're eating an open faced chicken parm sandwich.
Yeah, yeah.
With like French
Or
toast.
meatballs.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Do like a
Dude, like a nice open faced meatball. We're on to something, boys. I'm telling you, Shedtime cookbook needs to be a thing.
Do that with like some sort of hot dog bun, and then put like a nice Italian sausage on there with a little bit of some tomato sauce on top of that with some fucking mozzarella.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Or we could do this same savory dip on the bun and then do
Cube it up and then dip it.
Oh shit. I'm imagining we did a chili dog.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but yeah. Dude, or even pulled pork like this.
Or some
That
bean
could be
sprouts.
fire.
With some bean sprouts?
Yeah.
A little French fried onion strips.
Let me taste that.
Go. I love this idea. Oh,
I think we're
man.
hungry.
Yeah, I think the Shedtime has done what it does best. It has made our appetites ready for destruction. Sorry, that was a terrible
Facts.
GNR joke. Which is, not nearly as bad as looking at Axl Rose these days. But
Hold it all together right there.
dude, I mean, he looks rough. Poor
He's
guy.
not young anymore either, so I guess we'll give him that.
He's in tough shape. He's in tough shape. Pray for him. Him and Vince Neil
Pray
from
for
Motley
him.
Crue. Pray for him. He's looking rough too. Oh God. Speaking of looking rough, time on the clock says tough took us. We're out of time. So thank you, time on the clock, for letting me know that it's that time for us to wrap it up. And I said time too many times, so
I'm
Uncle
lost, bro. I don't know where you're at.
Uncle Chris, bring us out.
Okay, well, what I'll say is thank you everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you guys all. Of course, go check out shedtimepodcast.com. Go check out our Patreon. Just any level of support, even a review, that'd be lit.
Facts.
I think the other thing I want to tell you about is come by, hang out, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Friday nights on the Green Room, Frames Janklin Vapors YouTube channel. Just come kick it with us. It's pretty much a very similar vibe, slightly different content. So anyone coming, it would be appreciated. And I think that's everything for me. So ready to be safe, have a good week, and live your best life. Brains.
As always, shout out to the Shedheads for all of you guys' continuous support. Make sure you guys go check us out over there on the YouTubes over at Shedtime Studios if you guys want to get some video versions of the podcast for past episodes. And hopefully at some point you're going to be catching up to the more recent episodes. But of course, if you want to stay all the way up to date, you can go check us out over on patreon.com/Shedtime Podcast. Go check that out. And you get the very, very most recent recordings of the podcast, first dibs over there, as well as Discord links and other things like that. And we do greatly appreciate all your guys' support to the Patreon over there. And with that, of course, you can check us out on Fridays over on my YouTube channel if you want to see the Green Room. It's more of a vape oriented show. We do build offs, we do Shedhead sessions, we just do hangouts, re-wicks, rebuild, refresh sessions where we just get something ready to go for the weekend and that sort of thing. Just a way to spread some positive vibes. So you can go check us out there. Other than that, I'm going to end it as I always do, sending out positive vibes, crisp high fives. And as always, don't forget to tell someone you love them, and a little dab or bag will do ya. Sean.
100% facts. Not a lie spoken by either one of you. So yes, shedtimepodcast.com. You can find links to the Frames Janklin Vapor channel, as well as all sorts of other cool stuff all over that, Patreon included, YouTube up there, all of it. So go check it on out. And with that, I'm gonna bring it to a close like I always do and remind you, don't let the past get you down. Be cool, don't be a dick, and whatever it is that you do, be sure to have some fun, because it's the Shedtime Podcast, and it's time to roll on up and roll on out.
Dynavap, Dynavap, Dynavap. Looking to cut the cord on your dry herb vape? Dynavap. Trying to get the best taste from your herb? Dynavap. Ready to take your sesh to the next level? Then meet Dynavap, the best way to vape your flower or concentrate. Concentrates? That's right, your flower or hash can be vaped using Dynavap. Check out Dynavap.com to learn more. That's Dynavap.com. Lose the ash? Dynavap.
What's going on, Shedheads? It's your boy Frames Janklin. Are you looking to step up your match game or have a raw copper, brass, or stainless mod or RDA that you're absolutely tired of polishing? Then you need to go and hit up my man Ashton at Palmer's Powders. He does some absolutely amazing powder coating work. He offers many different colors and finishes at an absolutely killer price. This man is taking powder coating to a whole new level, and he can make your setup an absolute masterpiece. You can go follow him over on Instagram at Palmer's Powders, and you can go check out pricing on his website, palmerspowders.com. That's palmerspowders.com. And as always, let's just vape on, Shedheads.
I want you to think of your favorite rebuildable right now. Yeah, okay, so you have a layer cake in your hand, and now you're about... Oh, sorry, yeah, that's not everyone's favorite. That's just mine. So think of your favorite rebuildable atomizer. Think about how good of a vape it produces for you. Now, take that and amplify it. And the way that you amplify that is you put in some Breezestone coils. Breezestone coils are handcrafted in Adelaide, Australia. They're made from some of the finest quality wire that you can get. I believe it's wire Buddha. You take those coils, you take them out of that phenomenal packaging that clearly shows how much care that Adam puts on the quality of his coils and the insurance that you get them in good shape. You put them in that favorite RDA, and guess what? You have coils that now sing better than Celine Dion. Go check out Breezestone coils. You can find them on localvape.com and also steelvalleyvapors.com. Solid.
And don't let the door hit you with the good Lord split you.
Amen.